Hi, Caprock High School. This is John Marshall, the DrillMaster. And we're at the Oklahoma State Championships. So when you fall in, you're going to fall in at close interval, not that close. So that's more good hand flip there, but you've got to bring that staff up. And I know that they're really tall. I know that the flags are really big. That first step, you really need to make that a regular step. So the butt of the rifle should be on the right hip, not at the front. You should have the rifle cradled in the right elbow. And again, you march and also mirrored shoulder or mirrored sling is not authorized. Nobody slings arms with the left, so that's improper technique there. So you should march. So the staff needs to be in the armpit, not in both hands, and it's just like using the guide-on technique for present. And your American was folded, but your Marine Corps JROTC color was furled. So you have to use one technique or the other. So you have to march and stand at close interval, and you have a little bit of difficulty here with these cases, and those slick cases are. Oh, that's interesting. Not authorized, but interesting anyway. You're supposed to hold the case in the left hand. You're supposed to hold it you're holding a book. So don't drop the right hand to go to present when it's sling. Left guard, you're not at the proper sling, so you're not executing proper technique. So that's considered a drop since it's actually a part of your equipment. That's why you hold on to the case. You don't just wrap it wherever you want to wrap it. Make sure that your feet are consistent. You can see here that a couple of our Marine Corps color bearers' feet are a little bit, actually both the color bearers' feet are a little narrow there. 45-degree angle is what you're going for. While you're using really sharp technique, it's not the authorized technique for the Marine Corps or actually the Army, either one. And you should be using the at this competition, you should be using ready cut is not necessary for this, and you're not supposed to execute a wheel either. A wheel for that first step, absolutely not authorized. A wheel movement is not authorized for a Marine Corps or a Marine Corps only, or a Navy only, or a Coast Guard only color guard. Wheels are only authorized for joint service color guards per the Marine Corps order. You're supposed to execute turns, but for this competition, you're supposed to say, you're not following Army Training Circular 3-21.5. You're not following it at all. You're at the outboard shoulder, and both guards need to be at right shoulder. And that's not colors reverse. Right guard, you're supposed to be on the outside. You just executed a counter march. Your mark time height, while it looks great, is not authorized. You're only supposed to bring the foot 2 inches off the deck for the toe and 4 inches for the heel. That first step is not appropriate at all. It's something that you made up. Really good to see appropriate colors, appropriate staffs. Really good to see that that both of the harness sockets are at the same level. Now see, if you were at the appropriate spacing, the Marine Corps color bearer wouldn't have had to have brought her arm back and around the other color bearer. You are missing the appropriate cords and tassels, though, for the colors. Got to bring those staffs up nice and high, and I know it's difficult. That hand placement needs to be at chin level. And honestly, you have great execution, but it's the wrong technique. I do appreciate it. I mean, it looks really nice, but it's just not authorized. So the colors reverse is completely, well, not completely different. It's very different from the counter march. And what you're executing is the counter march. So the colors reverse is actually, instead of eyes right is called on the right, ready front is called on the left. So the colors reverse is actually a face in march movement. You perform a face in march for every turn. And just a last emphasis here, you march and you stand only at close interval. No one in the Marine Corps is authorized to march at shoulder to shoulder except the Commandant's 4 at Marine Barracks, Washington. That's it. No one else should. So when you flare that right hand for the rifle at present, flaring that right hand, the flare is not bad. Also, but you need to flare down the small of the stock, that angle. So that arm sweep is required because you're standing so close. You're supposed to reach straight up, not sweep that arm up. All right, I hope my comments have been helpful. Thank you.